He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the little bitty babies in his hands. He's got the little bitty babies in his hands. He's got the little bitty babies in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the mommies and the daddies in his hands. He's got the mommies and the daddies in his hands. He's got the mamas and the daddies in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole wide world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands.
Little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine all the time. Let it shine, oh yeah. Don't let the devil it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Don't let the devil it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Don't let the devil it out. I'm gonna let it shine all the time. Let it shine. Oh, I'm not gonna hide it under a bushel, no. I'm gonna let it shine. I'm gonna under a bushel, no. I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no. I'm gonna let it shine all the time. Let it shine. Shine it all over Ada Town. I'm gonna let it shine. Shine it all over Ada Town. I'm gonna let it shine. Shine all over Ada Town. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine all the time. Let it shine. Oh yeah. Yeah. March, 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 march over Jericho. Left, right, round and where she will go. 1 time, 2 times, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And the 7th time they marched around. Down came the west. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st Kings, 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Psalms, Brothers, Ecclesiastes, Daniel, Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, and the last book, Malachi.
Hello, kiddos. I'm so glad you're joining me for Bible class today. We are going to talk some more about David this week. In Bible times, God gave his people kings to lead them. God decided it was time to choose another king. So God chose a boy named David, and Samuel anointed him. But David did not become king right away. David was a shepherd boy until it was time to become king. He took care of his father's sheep. David thought much about God. He loved God very much. As he cared for the sheep, he played music on his harp and sang songs to God. David praised God as he played and sang. Some of David's songs which are also called Psalms, they are in the Bible for us to read. A shepherd has a very important job to do.
He had to lead his sheep to water when they were thirsty. He had to find grass for them when they're hungry. Or when it was hot, he took them to someplace cool to find a shade. He would lead them through rocky places and dark valleys. And if they were hurt, he would put oil on them and on the wound to heal it. David wrote a psalm about all of that, doing all of that. We call it the 23rd Psalm. David wrote it about God, about how God was just like a shepherd to him. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you are with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup runs over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. As a shepherd boy, David loved being outdoors. He liked the hills and the valleys, the trees, the flowers, and all the animals. These things all reminded him of God. The Bible tells us that David was very brave and protected his father's sheep from a bear and a lion. One day, David would be king of God's people. He would have a new, important job to do, but David would always remember that God was with him and took care of him. Okay, let's review a little bit. Before David became king, he was a shepherd boy, and shepherds took care of their sheep, and he made sure that they had whatever they needed. He led them and guided them where they needed to go, and he had them rest when they needed rest, and protected them and comforted them. And he sang songs while he watched them. And God is he is a shepherd to us like that. He leads us, guides us, gives us rest, gives us comfort, and he protects us. Okay, and we always need to remember, too, that God is with us and is going to take care of us, always. Okay, so now I have a little craft for you. If you would like to do it, have your parents find you a picture of a sheep, and you need some cotton balls and some glue, and you'll just take your glue and just dab it on there on your little sheep like that, and then you just stick your cotton balls on him, and then you have a cute little fluffy sheep. All right, I have really enjoyed it today. Come see me next week, and we will have some more adventures with David. Bye. I love you.
Come and me to dump and hop, dump and hop, dump and hop. Come and me to dump and hop, dump and hop. Come and me to swing and swing, swing and swing, swing and swing. Come and me to swing and swing, swing and swing. In the beginning God made the sea, and the forest filled with trees. He made the mountains up so high, at the top you can touch the sky. His fingerprints are everywhere, just to show how much he cared. In the beginning had lots of fun. He made a hippo the way to turn. Hip, 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 hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, God made all of us. Hip, 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 hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, God made all of us. We are going to sing Jesus Was Me. Jesus was me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong. He are weak, but he is strong. Yes, Jesus was me. Yes, Jesus was me. Yes, Jesus was me. The Bible tells me so. W-E, that's the bit for me. I stand up on